Andy, today you announced the first dividend increase for 8 years, 0.5%. One assumes, given the small size of it, you're trying to send a message to the market and your shareholders. What sort of message are you trying to send?
Yeah, look, I think the thing is that over the longer term, what the board has said is that clearly our shareholders value the dividend. They value a fully franked dividend, and therefore we're committed to seek to increase that over time. We had 8.7% earnings per share growth today, and that's basically put us in a position to be able to make good on that aspiration. And so it was as you say, it was an indication that we see growth, and we're confident about how the business is going.
Presumably what you're saying is you see sustainable growth, not just growth in a half year.
Yeah, well, I think that's right, Stephen. I think that the board wouldn't think about increasing the dividend, but also had to think about reducing it again in the future. So it's obviously a very considered decision.
In a company that is going to have to stay right ahead of the game, it's a high technology business. It requires a lot of capital. Shouldn't you be spending a lot more capital? Or are you really sort of spending the, if you like, the mobile dividend because you spent all that money on the mobile network and now you're getting a dividend from that? Shouldn't you be doing something else that, rather than spending so much on shareholders' dividends, which are great for shareholders at the moment?
Well, we're making really material investments in all of our networks, including the mobiles network. As you know, we just completed the accelerated rollout of the LTE network. We've now got a LTE network 4 times the scale of any other competitor in Australia. Our geographic coverage across all of our network is more than twice the scale of any other operator in Australia. We're going to continue to invest in the second half of the year. We're going to deepen our LTE penetration. We've got a number of quite innovative developments ahead of the 700 spectrum, which will become available in 2015. We've got a big investment in the second half of the year, 1.3 billion in that spectrum. So we're making some very, very sizable investments, exactly to your point, because technology is changing rapidly, and more importantly, how our customers are using mobile devices is changing very significantly as well. And so we need to adapt to that. You may have seen the LTE broadcast trial that we did at the MCG the other day, which is actually how do we get more effective broadcasting of media over mobile phones, and that's going to be made a lot easier under the 700 spectrum.